Welcome to Neighborhoods of New York, East Village Edition. I'm your host, Christina Cote. This is one of my favorite neighborhoods in New York, and it's such a colorful, vibrant, unique neighborhood filled with incredible places to eat, to shop, and amazing little gems nestled in. Can't wait to show you this treasure chest of a neighborhood. Come with me. We're gonna go talk to Elisa, who's a member of the East Village Independent Merchants Association, to find out more about what they do. Come with me. Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
You
How
too.
are you? Thank you so
Good.
much. All right. So, Lisa, tell me more about Avima and all the great work that your organization does.
Sure. So we're a group of independent business owners here in the East Village. So we have everything from bakeries, restaurants, little boutiques. We have vintage stores. We have barber shops, like all of it. So we do activities to raise funds for charitable causes in our community. We do a lot of events to promote each other, to help people get to know us, to help people come and see the East Village because we love our neighborhood. So everything we do is to better the community, not just the business aspect of it, but also to help the people in need.
That's fantastic. And do you find that like organic grassroots community element reflects in like who your customers are? It expands your base, gets the word
Yeah,
out?
definitely. So people in the city love supporting local businesses, and people in the neighborhood definitely love supporting our East Village little businesses. So Avima's helped us reach a lot of that community.
It's so wonderful that you're part of this organization that helps promote community and promotes your business. That's fantastic.
Yeah, so we're all about keeping the essence of the East Village. We want to keep it small and authentic. We don't want to, have all the chains take over. We already have a few, but that's enough. We don't need it anymore. We want more independent businesses.
That's the magic of New York. And
Yes.
East Village feels so authentic in that, where it's like all the treasure chest of all these amazing businesses. So nice that you're all contributing to that and
Yes.
keeping this neighborhood so special. Thank you.
Exactly.
Elisa, I'd love to hear more about your business.
Then watch this. Hi, I am Elisa from Elisa's Love Bites here on 9th Street in the East Village, and welcome to my gluten-free emporium. We've been here in the East Village since August of last year. We used to be in Brooklyn first. We moved here right in the middle of the craziness of the pandemic, and luckily we've been doing pretty well in this neighborhood. So we are dedicated to creating the best, the most delicious gluten-free desserts. We don't use refined sugar. We don't use anything artificial, no food coloring, no garbage, no additives, nothing crazy. It's all real food and it's all delicious. My favorite thing right now is our lemon squares. It's one of our summer specials. We had it last year. We just brought it back. It's so delicious. It's super lemony. It's topped with fresh raspberries, and it's grain-free, gluten-free, and amazing. So these are our bestseller banging chocolate chip cookies, and they truly are banging. So these are the Fig Buddies. It's my version of a Fig Newton, but it's way better. So these are the not so classic brownies. It's pretty much your classic chocolate brownie, but it's grain-free, gluten-free, and it's sweetened with coconut palm sugar, so it's also low glycemic. And it's so chocolatey and so good. Our coffee that you can see here behind me is all from Panama. It's all from small farms, and we try to have coffees that you can't really get anywhere else here in New York. So for example, I'm really excited about this one. It's fermented in rum barrels, so you get a little bit of the sweetness and a little bit of like the booziness of rum with your cup of coffee. It's super unique. It's so good. I wish you could smell it right now. And as far as I know, nobody else has it here in New York, so you can only get it right here. And then also, this is a pretty unusual coffee. It's from the lowlands of Panama. Normally, coffee is grown in the highlands, so this is not a coffee area, and you get a lot of earthiness. It's like a really bold flavor with an artisanal roast. So it's a very kind of like a dark roast, like as if you made it at home yourself. But it's very quirky, and they harvest this coffee according to the lunar cycle. So it's very, very unusual. So if you want something that's not your typical cup of coffee, this is the one. We also have some really cute greeting cards, and this is my favorite one right here. If you have any birthdays coming up, this is a good one. This is our best seller because everybody loves RBG. Some really good marriage advice. And this one, if you look, you have to look closely to see why I love this one. You can stop by. We're on 9th Street in the East Village, right by Tompkins Square Park. You can shop online. We ship nationwide. And we're not just for humans, we also have a really cute cake for your dogs. So if you have any pets, we have dog treats, we have dog cakes, we have cute things for everybody. So come on by.
So great learning about Avima, and I get a little bang and chocolate chip cookie to tide me over till we get to the next destination. Cheers. Galleria J. Antonio has been selling, repairing, and designing beautiful jewelry in Manhattan for over 50 years. That's quite a legacy.
I'm Jesse G. Galleria J. Antonio, the owner. I've been doing it since 1975. So what do? That's a hard thing to say because a lot of people say, I do this, I do that. They're defined. Jesus and I are artists. So for instance, this is his new collection. It's called, he makes his own ceramics. This is called 10002. That's the zip code of downtown. And if you look at these ceramics, that's the skyline. If you know New York, you know that the bridges down there, Chinatown, this is our neighborhood where we live. We're more purpose motivated. We're more motivated by being here for the right reason. The cash register is important, but this little store is here to help people feel better. I have a sign in the window that says, sometimes I just have to see something that sparkles. This is stuff that's on consignment from people who have passed away. You get to buy it, they get to move it into the universe. That's the important thing, not the profit, but to take Grandma's George Jensen necklace, move it out. I happened to reinvent myself and I went to watchmaking school. I'm a graduate of NAWCC, which is the National Association of Watch and Clock Collectors. I graduated and learned how to repair watches and how to, take the market and evaluate them. So I have a time count code. My watches start at $90, and these are my own watches with my name on them. They're J. Antonio watches, Galleria J. Antonio, Swiss. My designs, Swiss technology. The last component of this store, and the most important, is that you can still walk in here and buy a menorah. Okay, so we have a Judaica Department, and that Judaica Department is fed by a couple of friends of mine from Israel. So this is a little store, but look at the selection that I have of sterling silver Magen Davids, and we give, if it's a little girl for a bat mitzvah, we make a little chain, we make a long chain, we can do, lots. And then when people come in, like yesterday, this guy said, I just moved into the neighborhood, and I always got the same response. It always gets a good laugh. And I go, your mother called and said you need a mezuzah at the door or she's not going to see you. She's not going to visit. And I bring them over to this counter. There's over 100 mezuzah with the scrolls in that case. And they run from handmade to commercial till very simple to completely ungepatched. I want to invite you and everybody who's watching this video to come because to my store, not just to buy, but to get inspiration, to love yourself, give a gift, do something wonderful for yourself. Please come.
One of the things the East Village is known for is awesome vintage stores. What's old is new, and if that's for you, you're gonna love this place. Come with me.
Hi, welcome to East Village Vintage Collective. I am the owner, Megan Hayward. This is my partner, Alex Carpenter. He is usually who you'll see in the store, and I am the one doing everything behind the scenes. We opened in 2015, and we're going 6 years strong this year, luckily.
Woohoo.
Back to work.
Yeah, I gotta get back to work.
I worked at a job that I didn't care for many, many, many years, and have lived in the East Village for the past couple decades. I have two passions, East Village, vintage. There's some others sprinkled in there, but this store really incorporates my love of vintage and my love of the old school East Village. We sell all kinds of vintage goods. It's a curated vintage store, but that is very, very, very affordable, and we mainly focus on stuff, clothing, tchotchkes, decor, all kinds of things, mainly from the 1960s to the 1990s. And we also just started up a clothing line made of vintage and sustainable fabrics for dogs. So we have a little bit of everything. And we have lots more downstairs, 2 floors. Follow me, let's go downstairs. We've got all kinds of vintage. Denim, dresses, skirts, pants, everything's unisex in this shop, and we've got all kinds of party wear, which hopefully everybody will be going back to parties soon. So come by and get your vintage party wear here, all at affordable prices. We have all kinds of denim, and everyone's always amazed at how affordable it is. We've got vintage Levi's, vintage Wranglers, all different kinds of jeans, and they're all under $22, usually $20, $22, some $18, but all very affordable prices. Our vintage dresses are usually $20 or less, which if you're a lover of vintage, you know that that's super, super affordable. T-shirts are all around $15 or less. You restocking the sunglasses, Alex?
Yeah.
All right. My love for the East Village grew out of coming here in the 90s, and I used to visit a vintage shop called Love Saves the Day, that no longer exists, over on 2nd Avenue. And just the vibe and the art and the history, it's still thriving here. It's, filled with amazing stories. Basquiat used to live on this block. Like, every day you find out something amazing and new that's interesting about the East Village. Thanks for stopping by our little vintage shop on 12th Street. We hope you like what we have to offer and you'll come shop local. Oh, here's Alex.
Oh, what did I miss?
Hi, I'm Bonnie Slotnick, owner of Bonnie Slotnick Cookbooks on East 2nd Street. Come on in. Opened my store in 1997. I sell out-of-print cookbooks and related ephemera and kitchen objects and menus and advertising and anything that has to do with cookbooks. I really pride myself on my collection of New York City books, New York City food books, restaurant books. These are mostly from fairly contemporary restaurants. Some of them are gone, some of them are still here. I've lived in the village since 1972, but having come to New York at that time, the village had a reputation, the East Village had a reputation as being kind of a scary place, and I just never really found my way over here very much. I never spent time here. I didn't go out to eat here. Suddenly, in 2015, I find myself right in the heart of the East Village, and I have discovered what I've missed all these years, and I'm sorry that I missed all these years, which is a much more interesting array of kinds of people and kinds of businesses. Lest you think that I'm the only bookstore left in the neighborhood, I have made a list of all the bookstores in the East and West Village, and I give it out to all my customers and encourage them to visit. These are new bookstores, used bookstores, and the wonderful Pageant Print Shop, which is the successor of a very old New York bookstore. So I hope everyone will come. There really is something for everyone here. Not everybody cooks, but everybody eats.